Timeouts as the clock will...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
50 seconds to Mike. Now watch run. Check.
Express.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Keep breaking them balls.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You can't block me. Echo. Mike.
Express.
I got you, boy.
Please.
Now Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
It is play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Lindsay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to throw, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
He's coming.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Harris to return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football.
Set. 60 outlaw.
All you get is a headache.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3. Joker.
Go.
Check the backer. Mike 6.
Now.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gator.
3 buzz.
At the 17.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. Hey, orbit.
Mike 22.
Rocket.
They'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Switch up. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Lindsay And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Kill, kill, kill. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
8. Check 20.
Check 26. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam, slam.
He may try. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Watch twist. Check. Check hot right.
8.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Gay's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bring it. Watch the edge.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Titans have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, just like that. 29.
From the gun, here's Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Big boy, Jerome. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
90, Wolf.
Check Mike 6.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
No. Tight dog.
Hey! Ready?
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check three.
61, matchbox lights. Yo, go!
Ringo. Hey, check Mike 6.
Check go.
2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Kill. Switch.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Yep.
Motion. 47's a Mike. Silver.
Hey, Charlie.
47 Mike. Mike 47. Hey.
Now.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. He'll find Lindsay here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Check Mike, 6.
One.
I'm coming for you.
One.
Check safety.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Under crunch. Check. Gone. Clear. Hard.
Now back to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, check Mike 6.
Twist don't travel. Twist. Look at me. Zipper. Crunch. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 6. No get.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
Let's go.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, lock it. Hey.
Mike 5. Go.
Henry out of the pistol. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go.
Hey, check Mike, Mike.
Buzz.
Get the ball, D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Leo.
31, check 31.
You're out.
Check 49.
Check go.
Lucky.
Slide.
Looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check
Go.
Mike 6.
I'm coming.
Hey, Sam on.
Back.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 6.
Zoo.
They'll set up the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with a 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 41, Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 83, ball going to 83.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
At the 42-yard line.
Whip. Ready to go. Ready.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go right here now.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Lightning. Yes, yes.
Hey, check Mike. Check.
Go.
They'll run with Henry.
It's out now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Wants to run. They're running it. Fires the mic. Fires the mic.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
5. Mike 5.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Go. Get it.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we are.
Hey, Alpha.
4 down.
My 5, my 5, my 5.
It's going to be a long day.
6'6", bullet high.
36, 36. Jam him, jam him, jam.
Look at me.
Again, it's Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Ready. 8 read.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
My 5, my 5. Go.
Rock it.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Davis. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he can fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.